Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Illusion Fox Gaming. Today we're doing the level 94 Melee DPS roll queue. Who's who? Iltoka appears to have found a new lead. Wonderful, you're here. Ever since the incident in Ruby Sea, I've kept a line of communication with the Confederacy. And they just reported something you'll be interested to hear. Apparently a man impersonating the distinguished Lord of Doma was recently exposed. One of the Lord's retainers saw through the pretender's facade while he was attempting to stir up trouble in the Doman Enclave. The imposter then reportedly transformed into a hawk and fled. Clearly our quarry now nests in Doma. I'd like to resume our hunt immediately. I'm not sure where he may go after his failure in the Enclave. Do any locations come to mind? Town in Yanxia called Namai, you say? That sounds promising. The extent of your knowledge is truly remarkable. Without further ado, let's make our way there and see if the residents have noticed any unusual activity. Yeah, we haven't been there in a while. Trouble? None that I can think of. For a blessing, all has been peaceful. Have there been any quarrels of late? Well, yes, actually. Just the other day, the two of us were at each other's throats over persimmon. She was only supposed to eat half, but she went and gobbled the whole thing. In the end, she purchased this one by way of apology, so I let bygones be bygones. What's that? This isn't the sort of quarrel you're speaking of? Nah, we're looking for something that could have ended a lot more on the deadly side. By the Kami's grace, our quaint village has not been strife since the Imperials were ousted. There's been news, however, of a man impersonating Lord Hien at the Enclave. As I'm told, when Lord Hien voiced his intentions to invade Yanxia, all present grew wary of the individual. None more so than Lady Ugiri, who saw through the farce immediately. After he was exposed, the villain fled the scene with haste. Unfortunately, efforts to find him have not borne fruit. None of the residents I spoke with reported anything out of the ordinary. How did you fare? It seems the villain is not here. Where might he have gone? Huh? What are you doing here? Friend of yours? Don't hang your head like you were strangers. We met just moments ago, remember? You asked me how to reach the House of the Fierce? Good grief, lass. You're lost, aren't you? I can understand your embarrassment, but I'll tell you the way again. Listen carefully now. Follow descending paths leading north out of the village until you see a small pond, then simply dive in and swim. The House of the Fierce will be on the other side. Could he have impersonated you this time? This doesn't bode well. We must hurry. Much obliged, sir. I've been there. I wouldn't need to be told where it is. Just how far must we swim to reach this place? I dare say my days spent in the lakes back home are about to come in handy. It's a bit of a swim. It's a good thing they don't require, have an oxygen meter. My friends, it's come to my attention that the Khan of the Nazim Steppes, my mighty Ordinary tribe, conspires in the shadows to invade Doma. Let's not give them the chance. Invasion would mean all-out war. There's only one solution. Under the cover of darkness, we must assassinate the Khan. Only with his death can this crisis be averted. They grow wary. Perhaps I should observe my targets more carefully. With all due respect, these allegations must be brought before Lord Hien. It is imperative we receive his instruction before acting. That'd be playing right into Ordinar's hands. After all, an imposter disguised as Lord Hien was but recently exposed. An Ordinary spy, there can be no question. Yet the spies fled, their whereabouts unknown. They could be anyone and anywhere, weaving new schemes even as we speak. Decisive action must be taken. That is why I came to you. So the impersonation of Lord Hien was but a part of the Ordinary grand scheme? Why would those who fought alongside us for Doma's liberation conspire to invade? Forgive me, but you do not seem yourself. Something isn't right. Because I am desperate. A shadow looms over Doma, and only with your help can I cast away its dark pall. Please, lend me your strength. Our own friend risked life and limb to see Doma free, yet you address her with suspicion and doubt? She says we must act first to prevent greater bloodshed, then we must act. It is true that she has never led us astray. Brothers and sisters, let us join hands once more to drive back this shadow rising over Doma. What is the meaning of this? It's that infernal Ordinary spy. Quickly, kill her before she can escape. Shrodin's here. It's you. Such persistent vermin. You're not getting away this time. No thoughts, only arrow. Ah, pathetic. You're nothing like the other girl. What was her name? Ah, yes, Itoka. She was fearsome, that one. Right up until the moment I drove my blade into her back. What is this? Don't tell me you've been masquerading around as Itoka herself. After all, that'd make you no better than me. Hiding behind the name of another won't erase the blame you bear for everything that happened. Yeah. That at least explains why their aim is so fucking bad. I'm sorry. I swear I'll explain everything to you later. For now, we should apprise these men and women of this situation. Thinking can transform into anyone. A truly fearsome ability. I shall alert Lord Hien to this threat immediately. Rest assured that all of Doma will be on alert. I was completely fooled. I have no words to express my shame. Upon speaking with you again, I realized that though the imposter assumed your guise, he had neither your spirit nor your grace. Forgive me. I will not fall for such a farce again. He knows something more. Might I have a word? The man impersonating you earlier, I'd recognize his face anywhere. Without doubt, he is Samadir, a childhood friend. You know him? Please, you must tell us everything. I have known Samandir nearly my entire life. We learned the shinobi arts together, you see. Roughly 25 years ago, we engaged in our first battle as Proud Ninja, defending Doma against the Empire's invasion. With every fiber in our body, we met their mighty Magitech with nimble ninjutsu. As if moved by our resolve, the mighty Auspice and Guardian of Doma, Tamamo Gozen, appeared on the field of battle to aid our cause. Yet our efforts were for naught. The Empire's might fell upon Doma like a hammer, and we were crushed beneath their overwhelming force. The occupation began soon thereafter, and so too did my work from the shadows. While I devoted myself to resisting the Empire in secret, Samandir was conscripted to their army and forced to become an Imperial spy. I understand he served them well, fanning the flames of war in faraway lands through rumor and manipulation. Indeed, as far back as I can recall, Samandir has never ever excelled in the skill of subterfuge. It's only after the prisoner exchange that I returned to Doma at long last, but he was a changed man. He could find no joy or solace in the peace he once fought to secure for our nation. Instead, he sought to disrupt it. War has taught me the truth of the world. For civility is but a facade to hide man's savagery. And I'll prove it in dear, dear Doma. Fool I am, I thought he was jesting. Only later when I discovered the web of lies he'd spun to turn folk against one another did I realize he meant every word. I tried to confront him, but he fled Doma before I had the chance. Nevertheless, I searched his home afterwards and discovered a missive from an organization called the Passage of the Unbound. I have it with me here. Dear illustrious Samandir, we extend our deepest gratitude for your interest in joining the Passage of the Unbound. With each passing day, our secret order draws closer to its goals, and we shall require exceptional talent for what lies ahead. Bearing these needs in mind, we have decided to welcome you into the fold. To celebrate the start of an auspicious future together, we invite you to meet your colleagues in Tuliolo and have enclosed your ticket within. Exceptional talent, exceptional egos more like. This Passage of the Unbound keeps a watchful eye on nations far and wide to recruit cutthroats like Samandir, who only follow their own desires. Upon his arrival in Tural, Samandir's ambitions guided him to my home, where he stole the Dreamweave Cocoon and set out to use it for his own twisted ends. Afraid that appears to be the way of it. In all likelihood, it is the Passage of the Unbound which alerted him to this Dreamweave Cocoon's existence. Today, Samandir attempted to incite war between Doma and the Azim Steppe, but wearing the face of our dearest ally, you. Your timely appearance prevented the worst from happening, but so long as we can alter his form and face at will, who can say what tomorrow may bring? His years as a secret operative have made him a master at reading people. Should he decide to study his target before taking their form, I fear his schemes may not be discovered until it's already too late. Please be careful, and may the Kami bless and keep you. You still need to tell us your story. Attempting to find Samandir now would be a fruitless endeavor. He could be any bird in the sky or any beast roaming the wild. Let's return to Kugane. I'll reveal everything to you there. I promise. And you better. There are questions to be answered. I'm grateful for your help today. Once again, I let our prey slip away. The only silver lining is that we know who he is now. But more importantly, I apologize for deceiving you. As Samandir said, I am not the greatest hunter of my home. I'm not Iltoka. I'm Kuyiki. I hail from the same village as Otoka, and I too am a hunter, but only in name. You've seen my aim for yourself. The most meaningful of all is that it's my fault the Dreamweave Cocoon was stolen. Normally it is enshrined in the deepest recesses of our home. Only Otoka had leave to yield it. The forest provides shelter and sustenance to many. Not all we share its bounty with our friendly. When great beasts threaten our home, the cocoon's power may be used to protect our lives. Yet I used it for my own foolish desires. I couldn't take it anymore. I was a hunter, yet could barely catch prey large enough to feed myself. I was forced to wash clothes, prepare meals, and tune bows. Just once, I wanted to be acknowledged. I wanted to feel pride. So I used the cocoon's power to transform myself into Otoka. With her dexterity and finesse, I finally caught prey befitting a true hunter. And as I carried my prize home, he appeared. Found him collapsed in the middle of a beaten path. I never had reason to mistrust someone before, so I approached to nurse his wounds. Yet the moment I drew close, he knocked the cocoon from my grasp and struck me unconscious. He was long gone by the time I woke. I confessed my sin to the village elder, and her boundless grace she forgave me. I could not forgive myself. I left home that very eve in secret to pursue the thief, all the way to Kugane. After several days of fruitlessly scouring the city, who should I see but Otoka as our most exceptional hunter? It was no surprise the elder had charged her with recovering the cocoon. She was astonished to see me, of course. I had told no one of my actions. Feared she would send me home, but when I expressed to her my shame, my anger, she consoled me and told me we'd find the cocoon together. And I certainly would, until the day that duplicitous bastard killed her. You appeared soon after her passing. Thought with someone as strong as you at my side, maybe, just maybe I could avenge her. So I lied. Like Samadir said, I'm no better than he is. I'm an imposter. But my desire to reclaim the cocoon is every bit as strong as Otoka's was. I'm so sorry for lying to you. I hope that you can find it in your heart to forgive me and continue to aid me in reclaiming the Dreamweave Cocoon. Yeah, we'll still help. Thank you. I know with you at my side I can keep my promise to Otoka. For now, I'll remain vigilant for any news regarding conflict in the region. Please do pay me a visit when you find a moment to spare. I'm counting on you. And so that was the quest of Who's Who. Makes me think of the joke, who's on first, what's on second, where's on third? Or is it who's on third? I don't remember. It's a annoying but neat little joke. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon for this little video here on YouTube. Hopefully we'll see you again either for another video on YouTube or maybe one of our many streams over on Twitch. Till then though, have a wonderful rest of your day.